There's an overflow, abundance of favor. It's a new level. It's a new level. There's an overflow, abundance of
How are you? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's really a wonderful day once again, and I am very happy to be here. I am going to talk on discerning business opportunity or opportunities. In other words, how do you spot a business opportunity? And I want to start by reading from Matthew chapter 13 and verse number 44. These are the words of Jesus himself. And this is what it says. The kingdom of heaven, it's like treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again. And then in his joy, based on his joy of discovery, went and sold all he had and bought that field. What Jesus is saying here is the man was working in someone's field. He did not own it. He had a privilege of working. But while he was working in this field, he discovered something of value, something very important. And when he looked at his discovery and compared the discovery and all what he owned, he realized that it's worth to sell everything he has in order to qualify to buy the field where this treasure was. Now, I want to say that is what opportunities are. You need to come to a place where you discover or you find or you hear or you spot an opportunity that when you look at this opportunity, it makes you so excited. You can give up almost everything. And I'm using the word almost everything because you can't give up your wife or your husband or your children. But the rest of the things you have, you can give them up for this one thing. I don't know how many of us have had this privilege of finding someone who is excited of an idea. When they talk to everyone, including their partner or spouse, they talk about this. They meet a friend, they talk about this. They meet the next one, they talk, they are so excited. And when you listen to them, you think, I don't really see what you say. But they are so excited. For an example, my own son, he went to high school. And in high school, he was playing rugby. And I thought, oh, this is a good thing. And I said to him, boy, what do you want to do with this rugby? He says, no, I want to be a professional rugby player. And it's a skinny guy, but tall. And I thought, oh, that's a good career. I'm sure you will enjoy this. And he says, when I am playing, I also want to do sports, sports science? I thought, oh, now you can extend this. But to my biggest surprise, when this guy was about to finish his matric, I don't know what you call matric in Kenya. Is it matric? Is it O-level, Okay. When few months to finish his O-level or matric or whatever you said, he came to me and said, Daddy, let's talk. I said, okay, let's talk. And he says, but Daddy, don't get angry with me. I'm like, no, tell me what you want to tell me. Don't try to set me up here. He says, please don't get angry with me. And he said to me, Daddy, just because you went to school, you did the first degree and another degree and another degree, and now you are a doctor. It doesn't mean I must also become a doctor. I'm like, what is this boy coming up with? And listen to this. He said to me, Daddy, I want to be a musician. I'm like, music is not a career. He says, no, music is a career. and he gave me examples, and he is so excited about this. I'm like, is the school you're gonna go to study this? He says, yes, I found one already. I promise you. And you can see when he talks about composing a song, he goes into details, what to do, where to. And I went out with him. We went to buy, in South Africa, we call it DJ. You understand DJ? DJ. You know, they've got this machine where they mix the sounds, and you know what? He doesn't sleep at night alone in his room. He is playing, he's doing the actions, and he's dancing on the song. He only sleeps 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. And if you want him to wake up at 7 o'clock, he's excited. And when I look at him, I can see he has spotted his life opportunity. So this guy here that Jesus is talking about, he sold everything. Now, here is my question. Is there something in life that you have discovered that makes you not just excited, but when you look at this thing, you see value in it? And this value makes you like you can stop everything and just do this. Most probably, you have spotted a business opportunity for your life. Now, I need to say, entrepreneurship requires more than just finding an idea that can make a lot of money. Yes, I'm not denying the fact that you want to make money in that opportunity, but please, especially us as Christians, and it also works outside Christian circles. Listen to this, very important. The idea you discover or you find out, number one, it must be to serve the people of God. The Bible says, for the Son of Man came to give and to serve. So if your goal is just to go out there and make money, you have skipped a very important part. Number one, it must be to serve the people. Entrepreneurs are servants of people. The more people you serve, the more money they give you. So this thing that you discover, that you find out, ask yourself, how many people are you going to be able to serve? Of course, this does not leave out for us to define what is a business opportunity. What is a business opportunity? Business opportunities are difficult to define because this term means different things to different people. But let's try, from my point of view, and define what business opportunities are. Number one, a good business opportunity, it's one that has potential for growth and it is aligned with your passion. You see, business opportunity has potential for growth. In other words, it will continue to serve more and more and more and more people. In fact, the older you become, you must see like you have just started and you can pass it on to others. When I say it's aligned to your passion, it's because you need motivation. There are people who are so discouraged to wake up and go to work. If it wasn't the reason that they are going to receive a salary from what they're doing, they wouldn't do it anymore. To be honest with you, if I were only to go and talk to people, because this is what I do, I earn my living in talking to people, I will still do it if I can be transported and accommodation without any honorarium or payment, because I love it. I enjoy it. I research on this. How do you talk to people? You see, when you talk to people, you don't just enjoy yourself. You must learn how to be audible in talking to people, for people to be able to hear what you are saying. I went to study public speaking Because where I find my joy, it's in talking to people. So a good opportunity must give you a space or potential for growth, which is aligned to your passion. Number two, a good business opportunity is packaged business investment that allows the buyer or the doer to begin and thrive in a business space. It's packaged business opportunity, which allows you, it gives you permission to thrive. It's packaged in a way that it allows you, it grants you space to continue to thrive. Number three, I'm still defining what good opportunities or business opportunities are. A good business opportunity is an attractive economic idea which could be implemented to create a business and profits and ensure further growth. You see, I'll keep on going back to growth. But when we say you have found a good business opportunity, we mean you found out an attractive economic idea. Attractive economic idea that when it is implemented, it creates a business. It makes you to earn profits. And again, it ensures you for further growth. And the last thing on defining what business opportunity is. A good business opportunity is the initiator of business venture. Is the initiator of business venture. In other words, a good business opportunity, it allows you to take a business idea into a business venture. Are you still with me? Is it making sense? Wonderful. Let's go to item number 2 on what we're talking about. What are elements of a good business opportunity? Someone once said, and I quote, "A business opportunity arises from a need to fulfill something to meet a specific need in a specific environment," close quote. But there are 5 elements of a good business opportunity. Number 1, assured market scope. So a good business opportunity, when you get it, when you look at this thing you're going to be doing, it shows you that the scope, it's wide, it's large, it's unlimited. It means what you are starting, other people can also come and add on it and grow. Assured market scope. Number 2, an attractive and acceptable rate of return on investment. Attractive and acceptable. In other words, return on investment, or ROI, as they say, or as we say in business. Number 3, practicability of the idea. When you discover or you find or you are still searching and there's something that looks like this can be a business opportunity, you must ask yourself, how practical is this idea? Is this doable? Number 4, competency of the entrepreneur to encase it. In other words, the entrepreneur must have the ability to embrace this and live it out. You, as aspiring or already an entrepreneur, can you take this in you? Can you articulate it? Number 5, potential of future growth. These 5 are elements of a good business opportunity. So whenever you find an opportunity, look at this list and say, how many of these things fits into this opportunity? Now, on number 3, I want us to go straight to how then do I identify a business opportunity or business opportunities? Number 1, listen to your potential clients. Now, these people are not yet your customers. You are searching, you want to find out a business or a good business opportunity. Now, you need to listen to people you think can be, or they represent, those who will buy. Now, there's still potential. People who will be serviced by your business. You listen to their needs. You listen to their wants. You listen to their challenges. You listen to their frustrations. For this specific industry, what are their wants? What are their challenges for this industry? You can ask yourself some questions in order to identify those things that I was mentioning. For an example, you can say, have they used similar products or services like this before? So you want to come up with a product or a service that you want to serve people. So you ask yourself this question: have they ever used anything like this before? Or is this a new venture, product, or service? What did they dislike or like with this product? Is there something which is very special on this product or service that they really liked? Or Is there something they didn't like about this? Why must they come to me? What is it that is going to make these people or these potential clients to come to me? Those kind of questions will help you in identifying an opportunity based on what they like and what they don't like about this service or this product you want to come up with. Number two, to identify the opportunity, now you must listen to your customers. Remember, you were listening to potential clients. Now you want to turn these potential clients into your customer, to be your customers. When your customers talk, you really need to listen to them. And for your customers, and you check, this is what we do when we enter different business premises. You ask the following questions. What are their frequent asked questions? What do they keep on asking? What are their frequent experiences with this? After using or receiving the service or using the product, what are their experiences? Is it satisfactory or do they complain? What are their frequent frustrations? Have you ever been to, let's use an example of, you go to an accommodation facility, a hotel or a guest house or whatever. I always say to people, if you are doing, let's say, like in hospitality, if you are building accommodation space, sometimes go use it once for it to report to you what you will need. Have you ever been frustrated in a shower? You are holding a soap, you look around, there is no place to put a soap. What does this tell you? The owner has never used his shower once. It's such a simple thing. You just need to go by, come and drill the wall and put it there. But you look around, there is no place to put soap. What does that mean? It means there is a gap here. Is that okay? Now, what are their frequent feedbacks? What do they report after using your service or your product? What do they say? That's why when you go to many services, or when you go to many businesses, they will give you an opportunity, few questions, 3 or 4 questions, to say, what did you like? What didn't you like? Because they are seeking feedback. Once you identify a business, find the feedback of customers. And above all, what are their frequent complaints? What do they complain about? And when you find these answers to these questions, this presents you an opportunity to identify or to spot an opportunity. It also helps you to develop or to expand your current business. But number 3, on identifying an opportunity, look at your competitors. Now, when we do social science, there is this strong assumption. There is nothing you are going to do or to say which has never been done before. Now, I am saying to you, don't crack your head to find something which has never been done before in Kenya. Find something that has been done before and identify the gap in what has been done before. One time, I asked a friend of mine, he ran a salon business. And in this space of town, there are salons next to one another. I said to him, why did you open your salon here when there are other salons? He said to me, because I don't have to go out and look for customers. Because these salons that are here have already identified the market. But all what I am doing here, I am just offering better service than the rest. So do a little as possible competitive analysis. In other words, find out what are they doing and how they are doing it. Are they doing it better or worse? Where do they miss it? What is it that they're missing in this industry you want to go in? And maybe I need to say this. In doing your competitive analysis, don't let it lead you to competitive paralysis. When you're analyzing other businesses that are already there, let it not paralyze you. I often hear people say, no, I can't do business here because everybody is doing it. You remember yesterday I told you about this building that my wife and I put up with 65 rooms. When we built that student res, we identified that majority of the buildings that were serving students, they had the rooms this side, and in one end, they build ablution blocks. So when you go to the shower, you find that there's another student in, so you stand there and wait. Because if you move away, when you come back, there will be another one again. So I realized if we build en suite, this will just save time for students. And students will enjoy washing or getting into the shower at their own time. Even if they want to do another business, they don't need to wait. You understand? The other business. At their own time, when they want to. So all what we did, we built the rooms, a shower space, and a bathroom. A room, and you know what? That made students to fight for our building. That's all what we did. Number 4. This is something that many people look down upon. Collaborate and network. Many people are scared of this. In any industry you go to, collaborate and network. This will help you to better understand the industry you're going into. If you don't network, your business will not go very far. Before you even start, if you have already started, start looking for men and women who are already in that business space and make friends. Make people that you can talk to, people you can call. Number 5, look at industry trends and insights. In other words, I'm saying, continue to educate yourself on the latest techniques and that industry trends. Continue to educate yourself. Don't stop. Let me tell you some of the things you really need to do to identify the space in this. Now, in looking at industry trends and insights, for you to remain relevant, the following things you must do. Subscribe to industry publications. You think, wow, I want to enter this space. The more you read about this industry, the more you understand it, the more you see things, because sometimes you may think in your head that nobody has done this in this industry. And yet, that thing you are talking of has been exhausted. But when you subscribe to this industry and you are reading, you discover, oh, they've done this, and there is this which hasn't been done. There is this that needs to be improved. The next thing, attend business workshops and conferences of that relevant industry. People don't want to invest in themselves, and yet they want to go to business. Invest in yourself by going to conferences and workshops. It is amazing that when you attend a business conference or a seminar, let's say it's taking 1 week, Monday to Friday, you learn things that you would otherwise have learned in 3 or 4 years at university. So go to workshops in order to remain relevant, or to understand the industry, to identify if there is space for you. Join relevant associations. Join relevant and talk to men and women in that. As you are listening to them, you can identify the gap. Set Google alerts for key industry terms and news. This is key. I'm sure you have heard of the word jargons. That in every industry, there are terminologies they use. When you go into business in that specific gap you have identified, you need to learn what language do they use. Otherwise, they may use a term that you interpret into another field and it totally means something different. And on that number 5, follow other industry experts on social media. The world has become a village. For an example, I follow people like your Robert Kiyosaki, your George Shemin, and many others. You know what? I've got their books. I Googled them. I listened to their our last seminars. And listen, you need to follow people that are experts to identify the gaps in the industry. Number 6, and this was really spoken of very well by the third speaker yesterday. And I need to say, I must qualify this before I mention it to you. I don't know, especially us, Black African people, we seem to want to make it, but we are shy of paying. What am I saying on number 6? Find a mentor. Find someone who will hold you by hand. Someone that has done it before. Let's make an example here. If you want to write a book, I remember many years ago, I would write so many scripts and 2-3 pages. I leave it for years. And even on the 3rd or 5th year, I will say, I'm writing a book. Am I really writing a book? Because you have got this idea. Let's say you are a pastor like me, and you want to write on faith. You are excited about faith. You start writing 3 pages. Everything is finished. You don't know how to proceed. And you see, you started writing in a totally wrong way. I'm saying this because I go around conducting workshops on how to write a book. In less than 30 minutes, you can write the outline of your book if you're sitting in my workshop. Because you don't start writing all the things you want to write. You are not going to get it right. And that is also going to make people not to like your book. And can I tell you something for sure you're gonna do? You're gonna keep on repeating things in the book. And then people realize, oh, this is not logical. Now listen to this. Find someone to mentor you. Someone who carries, for me, a mentor must be someone who carries the best interest in their hearts for you. This man seated here, I am mentoring him and his wife. He won't be angry with this unless you get disturbed. When I met this man, he was at zero. He had cars This man loved cars. And even now, whenever we're driving, he sees cars and he'll go, oh, that car is beautiful. And I just keep quiet like I'm not. Listen, you ask Rev Stanley. Yesterday, just driving from here to the hotel, I'm sure he had asked 2 or 3 questions about cars. He's got passion for cars. Listen, he was at 0. And we met. He said to me, we want you to coach us or to mentor us. I said to him, I don't think I will be able to. He said, why? I said, because I'm tough. I don't just agree with you for the sake of making you happy. There are things I say no. Listen to this. He said to me, let's get going. And we started. I'm talking of about 4 years. 4 years now. From the day we started, this man, he's now owning a school, a Christian school. I am not talking of a school that is meeting in a hall and the classes are divided on the floor. I'm talking of a double-story classrooms that he built. Cash. He had to sell a house. He had to sell cars to build the school. This man is running transport business. Last night we were discussing. He wants to buy another, you call them matatu, but mostly in South Africa we buy brand new ones. I didn't say anything. No, you know, it's because in South Africa, we are not allowed to buy import cars. You can't buy an import car. If you buy an import, it must come brand new in South Africa. It must not be used. So he wants to buy this nice combi Mercedes-Benz. I'm like, are you sure? He said, yes. So tell me what you want to do with it. And when I say that, he knows this man might say no. I said, tell me. He started. I will do this and I will do this. I will do this and I will do that. And in what he was saying, I saw there is a business opportunity. That car is not just going to not to stand idling. But here it's where many of us do not find. You know, the school I'm talking of, I gave him the idea. I promise you. I said to him, here is an idea. Have you ever thought about this? He said, wow. Listen, he went and sold cars and a house. And listen to this. Your mentor will also make you see opportunities you have never seen before. Now, here it's where I'm tough. Sometimes he says to me, let's meet. I said, must I tell you where we are going to meet? He says, yes. I tell him, a beautiful restaurant. And you know why I'm telling him a beautiful restaurant? Because he's going to pay, but I'm going to eat and drink. Some people want to be mentored, but they don't want to pay. I promise you, I don't listen to you if you do that. We go out, we sit down, we drink, we eat. And don't tell me how many drinks I must drink. I'm serious, I'm serious. Find a mentor. And you know what? Look for someone who can have the ability to say no. Someone who can have the ability to say, I agree with you on this, but change it here. And those of you who are not saying amen and raising your hands, you're not agreeing with me. Okay, thank you. In conclusion, what does a good business opportunity do to you? You identified it through those 6 steps I showed you, but what does a good business opportunity does to you? Because sometimes we can miss it. Number 1, it is limited to you or to a selected few for a limited time. It is limited to you or a few selected few for a limited time. You see, a good business opportunity, it's not there forever. It's not there forever. And remember, this is your opportunity. You may see it and others may not see it. A good business opportunity is not available to everyone, everywhere, anytime. It is for you. Number 2, it gives you more control and independence. When you spot an opportunity, ask yourself, am I going to be able to control this? Am I going to be independent from this? A good business opportunity puts you in charge. It gives you more freedom to become someone better and to pursue multiple options. Now listen to this. The ultimate business opportunity, you need to write this down. The ultimate business opportunity is to work for yourself. And I need to emphasize this. There is nothing wrong with starting by working for others. But while you are working for others, you must identify a gap that will lead you to control and to independence. And that is working for yourself, answering for yourself, spending your time as you wish. And it is never limited on how much you can do and how much you can earn. Number 3, a good business opportunity surrounds you with remarkable people. You need to find people you surround. You know what? Look at your life today. Look at your life. You will actually realize that you are a symbol. You can be sampled to represent people that surrounds you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? If you are surrounded by people who forever, and please, I'm not anti, who forever talk of a new fashion of clothes, look at yourself. That's exactly what you are. When you open your cupboards, shoes, green, yellow, red, black, white, because this is what people who surround you talk about. A good opportunity will surround you with people who discusses ideas. Like, you know what? I was in Kenya, I saw, and let me tell you something. In South Africa, there are things we don't have, and every time I'm coming to Kenya, I'm looking at this. Number one, there is this thing you drink in your restaurants called dawa. You know, for me, I'm just seeing a good business opportunity, dawa, because it's not in South Africa. But all the ingredients in the dawa are available in South Africa. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to write it down, and I'm actually going to ask a recipe in Kenya. Go sit down with it, package it nicely, go and sell it to restaurants. Dawa. Money, it means money. And I'm going to be serving people with a nice, warm, throat-clearing drink. Dawa. The other thing I discovered when I was here is bottled water. Not in plastic bottles, real bottle. Can you see it? Listen. Plastic is for people who are in a hurry, man. You want to sell this water to decent people who are really relaxing and enjoying. And what do? You put it in hotels and restaurants. In other words, people drink water and leave the bottle. You go and refill it. Plastic they can take and throw it away. Can you see that? I promise you. Number 4. What does good opportunity does to you? It stretches you and gets you out of your comfort zones. It stretches you and gets you out of your comfort zones. A good business opportunity puts you at risk. It puts you at risk. It does not just give you something special to gain. It could also give you something of significance to lose. You see, a good opportunity can make you to lose. You remember when God called Abraham in Genesis chapter 12? What did God say? Leave your household, leave your people. Now, a good opportunity can cause you to leave Nairobi and go to a little town in Kenya. That's what a good opportunity does. A good opportunity can cause you to lose your work. That you see the possibility of getting promotions, but you realize, I need to step down from this and step into the opportunity I've identified. A good opportunity, like Jesus talking about that man, sold everything he had to buy one thing. That's what a good opportunity does. Number 5, a good opportunity offers exponential gain. A good opportunity does not offer incremental gain. What does it do? But exponential gain. Listen to this. When you identify a good opportunity, you ask yourself, can I multiply this? Or am I going to simply add? Good business, you don't just add, you multiply. Is that okay? 3 plus 5? Oh, you don't understand mathematics in Kenya. 3 plus 5? 3 multiplied by 5? You see the difference? That's the difference. A good business must multiply. And can I say, a good business must release you from business. Release you. Because why do we want to make money? To enjoy. So at a certain stage, it must release you to enjoy. When the business is going on. Now, the problem is some people want to start by enjoying. It's like eating all the eggs laid by your hen. You will never get other chickens. So you wait for the chicken to hatch the eggs and multiply for other chicks, and other chicks becomes chicken, and there are eggs becomes chicks. Then there are a lot of chickens you can start slaughtering. Does that make sense? Number 6, and the last point. What a good business does to you, it makes you to take a long view of things. A good opportunity makes you to take a long view. A good business opportunity offers you a better future. A better future. In other words, when you get into this opportunity, it's because you are seeing the future. A business that you can work in it releases you, your daughter or your son or someone comes in it, work in it, and hand it over. When you read the history of business, you will see businesses that were started 100 years ago. They're still going. When you get into this business, check whether it's long-term view or short-term view. On that note, I want to say, I thank you and God bless you.
There's an overflow, abundance of favor. It's a new life.